from mouth to ear, anything's possible. Set the needle down, take it back to the start. When do we lose just how free we are? Help yourself to what you want, get caught by the wind. Believing you can fly, celebrate everything. Sunbathing on the roof, watching aeroplanes. Believing you can live forever and a day. Oh, 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 oh. Every chain's got a broken link. Jump off the boat, you can swim, I'll sink. The swallows dive through the summer nights. Something beautiful money just don't buy. Help yourself to what you want, get caught by the wind. Believing you can fly, celebrate everything. Sunbathing on the roof, watching aeroplanes. Believing you can live forever and a day. Don't say it's over, it's never over. There's always time to change and start again today, right now. Who's in the words, don't play by the rules. From out to here, anything's possible.
Pananda champions, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welsh Farmer and the Apprentice here.
Hello again.
Thank you for joining us. We are back on our Farm the Map series, currently over on Rob Martin still, and it is still the 3rd of September in year 1. We have just finished cultivating the field that we harvested the potatoes on in the last episode. We've got one more job to do before we head back down to the main farm, drop all the equipment off and then head home to Garth Farm again. So let's take a trip down the road here now. We're going to drop this off, ready for washing, and I think we need to connect the mowers up, don't we, mate?
Yeah.
And then we're going to go and mow that field, aren't we? So get that field mowed. It needs tedding, rowing and baling up ready for hay. We need to get that done as soon as we can, and then as soon as we've done that we can head home. We enjoyed our time on Rob Martin, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do moving forward is we're going to keep this save the way it is now, and we're going to flip backwards and forwards between the two maps, keep it going, and then just use the money and spend the money over on Garth Farm buying up the land, because that's the aim, is to try and get as much land as we can.
Yeah.
I think by the time we've done what we need to do here, gone home, I have heard word from home to say that there's been a trade of combines. We've now got a slightly different combine. We've had an upgrade there. We've also traded in the big Valtra, because we don't really need 2 big tractors on the farm there. So we've traded that Valtra in for slightly older fast track. Thank you to Mark Thor for bringing out his latest mods. His new fast track that's come out, new mod fast track that's come out, and his new class harvester that's come out. So we'll see those probably either end of this episode or the beginning of the next. So that should put a bit more money in the bank, which is good, because that means by the time we get home we can buy another field. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And we've also got a field of sunflowers that need harvesting, so in the next episode we need to have a think about whether we're going to harvest them for silage and use a forager, or whether we're going to let them grow and harvest them for corn. But we'll have a think about that, won't we, mate?
Yeah.
So there's also a harvest going on in this field you can see to our right here. So let's nip in here, take a quick look, see how those guys are getting on. Swing around this way. There we go. That looks like it's going okay. So that's going to be going for quite a while. I think it's going to take them well into the late evening to get that finished. that's the last of the harvesting that he's doing on this set of land. He's trying to bring the dog over. Right, let's get this dropped off here. And we can wash this later. Be the best bet, I think. Drop the weight off round the corner and go and get the mower, shall we?
Yeah.
Always takes a little bit longer to detach. Oops, right. Alright then. I'll go drop the weight off. Do you want to connect the mowers up and take the tractor up to the field?
Yes, please.
You know where we're going, don't you?
Think so, yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
We have already recorded this section of this episode once, but we had an issue with the audio. It was all crackly and really jittery, and it was making no sense at all, so it was unusable. So we're going to have to start this episode again. It's all good. I'm able to now record in 1080p and upload in 4K, so that'll be good, because this episode will be in 4K when you guys get to see it. Right then. Reverse this up here, matey. There we go. Right then. You want to take us down to the field? Do you know where we're going? Go out the main gate.
Yeah.
Slowly, slowly. There we go.
How much miles per hour are we have to go on this road?
Oh, you're only supposed to do 30 miles an hour on this road.
Who cares?
Lucky there's no police around. Right, so just past the production point, a little bit further up, mate. Pull into the field. And we'll get this cracking on here. I think what we'll do is we'll pull up in the field. And we'll chuck the mowing and the tedding and the rowing and everything and the baling up into a little montage, won't we?
Yeah.
And we can pick the bales up. There we go. That right into there, mate. That's it. Pull up there. Let's get this all unfolded. There we go. Get it all turned on. And get it all lowered. There we go. Onwards, young man. Let's go. So what we're going to do now then, we're going to get cracking on this. We need to get a shift on before it starts to get too dark. So I think we'll put this into a bit of a montage then, shall we, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right. So, montage time. Let's get straight into it. Catch up with you guys in a bit. we go. Coming to the end now. Last headland to do with the baler. Then we'll have to head down to the farm, take our bale stacker up, get these picked up and stored in the shed, and then head back off home to Garth Farm. Talking a little bit quietly because in real life the Apprentice is actually off to bed now, so I will hopefully turn the audio up enough in the edit so it doesn't sound too bad. But sometimes life takes over and you just haven't got time. So let's get this little bits done and then we can get back home. Hiraeth is definitely kicking in on this map and we should be back home on Garth Farm. By the time we get back there it'll be the first day in October. What I gather, a lot has happened over on Garth Farm since while we've been away. New machinery's been dropped off, traded in and is ready to go. We've got some harvesting to do. There's the alfalfa's ready. We've got a contractor coming in to help us out with forage harvesting and field of sunflowers. So it's going to be really cool. Looking forward to getting back on there again. There we go. So swing this round. Make sure everything's turned off. Hold it up. Beacon's on. Let's get back to the farm. I can leave that amount of the bale in there anyway because it'll turn to straw when they come to harvest the straw. That harvest is still going on strong down the bottom there. They're not going to need any help, so we may as well just get back off home, I think. These maps are absolutely stunning though, to be fair. They make such a good combination when you put them together. I'm so glad I decided to combine them into one series. There we go, right. Let's get this stored away in the shed. Connect that bale stacker up. Get back up to the field. That's better. That'll do nicely. Let's have a bit of a wider angle here, I think. Then we'll pranging the posts on the shed on the way out. There we go. Let's move. We've had quite a good yield of hay off this field, to be fair. And us to get going anyway and prep for any animals that arrive on this farm while we're away. We will be heading back here at some point, I just don't know when. Not quite sure timing wise where we're going to be with the end of this episode, whether we're going to forward on a bit of time through the winter or see what jobs we've got coming up. Also got a couple of new fields added to the collection over on Garth Farm, which is good. Used from money we earned from trading in the big Valtra, the replacement tractor, and the money that we've earned over here. The bank balance that you can see up here now isn't quite accurate, so that will be accurate as to what we get back on Garth Farm. There we go. Right, let's get these picked up. So yeah, like I said, we haven't done too badly off this field. Not exactly sure how many bales we've got yet, but going to the second half here, we're going to have a look. Yeah, at least one full load I would have thought, if not maybe more. Which is good, considering we haven't actually done any work on the field here to look after it. It's all been done by Martin and his team. So we've just come over here to help him out while he was getting up and running, but looks like we'll be flitting backwards and forwards between this one to help him out and our own work trying to farm the map over on Garth Farm and buy up all the land, which is the overall objective of this save. point we're going to forage harvest that field of sunflowers I mentioned, and we're going to turn all that into silage. At the end of the day, it's probably going to be the easiest way of us actually making decent amounts of cash to then invest in more land. I think that's probably the best option. There we go, nearly done. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series anyway. Apologies for the long delay in bringing out any new content. Real life's been a bit crazy at the minute, and so I was trying to get stuff done for the channel really. I've got so much going on. Prep work for the Farmers Table. Episode 1 is in the live category over on the channel if you want to go and check that out myself, the Farmers Sim. Our new kind of podcast live stream sort of series we've got running. Next episode for that will be Tuesday, December the 2nd, where we'll have our special guest and a special giveaway coming up, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to that. The guest and the prize we've got lined up is going to be amazing. And a lot more of that to come as well, which is really good. I've got some new content hopefully ready. I'm actually going to be live this coming Tuesday, if this episode is out in time, which I'm hoping it will be. It's going to be over on my Kinlake multiplayer save. So there's an MP server up on my up for everybody now, for the people. Check out the link in the description for Discord. Go to the Discord server, have a look for that, and yeah, feel free to join in. It's up on Kinlake, so you'll need the Highlands Fishing DLC for that, but there's also a downloadable save you can use up on the server there. Again, hit the link in the description for Discord. Join the mayhem in the Discord server. Any questions, let me know. A couple of guys helping me out adminning the server and the multiplayer section for that, so any questions, more than happy to help. As usual, if you ever need any help, if you see anything on my channel that you notice I've done, want any help with it, feel free to let me know. Absolutely no problem helping people out. That's what community's all about. Right then, I'm fairly sure I'm going to have to turn on my interactive zone markers now. There we go. And actually, anywhere object storage. See if we can do all this in cap, shall we? God, Mark Thor's done a really good job on the speed of these. So much better. Pull forward and hope there isn't just chaos behind me. Look at that. Give them a shove. There we go. What I'll do is I'll jump in the telehandler and move that one over, I think. Turn that off. As the Apprentice always says, save the diesel. There we go. Right. Let's jump in the telehandler. Let's get that moved. Just need to remember where I've put my bale grab. I can't remember. Tell you what I'll do. I'll shove it in with a bucket. That'll do the job. And after that, we can pretty much get packed up and get home, I think. Oops. Remember where I've left stuff, that is. Oh. Crashy crash. There we go. Give this a gentle nudge. And sorted. Not to be getting there in the end. 16. Not bad at all. So 16 6,500 litre hay bales. That'll do nicely, that. They've got plenty of straw up off that field to harvest over there. So that's plenty of straw for the animals, or for TMR production if they go down that route. We have got a fermenter and a TMR maker here, which is really cool. But also they've got a ruck of silage bales up there that they've had stored quite a while. So alright then, let's get this put away, shall we? Put this bucket back, get all the equipment away. We can get out of here. Let's catch up with you guys in a couple of seconds. Here we go. Let's get this in the shed here. Get in the landing and get home. Beacons off. Yeah. What a cool tractor that is. Loving that. The Agri World weight on the front. Right. Everything's packed and ready to go. It is 5 to 6. So we're going to make the journey back over to Garth. It's a good few hours driving. We'll catch up with you guys probably tomorrow morning with our ever-growing list of jobs to do over there. So let's get going. Right, here we are. We're back on Garth Farm, home ground. It is now October the 1st, still in year 1, just the day after we left Rob Martin basically. As you can see, 8 o'clock in the morning. It is a beautiful autumn day here on Garth Farm. Typically Welsh weather. Plenty of mist lying on the ground to keep us entertained, make things a little bit tricky. Let's get in here. We nearly missed the turn and it was so misty. Let's get this pulled up. Let's jump into the PDA and we can show you what we've got new. So we've got some new land and we've got some fields that are ready for harvest. We've got an alfalfa field that's ready for harvest, which is Fion's field down the bottom here. We've got Nathan's field, which is now ready for harvest, which has got green beans in it. We're going to do that slightly differently to what people would expect. Other work that's gone on. Felling is now ready for some fertiliser and seed. That is the field that we've got full of sunflowers that the contractors are going to go in and help us out on, carting the silage. Probably over here to our silage fermenters. And then Kim's field has been seeded but needs rolling. Our other grass fields are all pretty much just in the second growth phase, so they're okay. We've also bought Pandy. That's the other field we've got. That's grass is actually ready to harvest, so we may even get that done shortly. But this is the other new field, Nathan's. That's the one we've bought. Other than that, we've had a few more animals that have been born, a couple more that have been bought, and some new equipment. So we've also got something I want to show you. Where are we in the menu? This lovely new mod by Oz. Thank you very much to Oz for helping me, letting me help him out with the testing on this. So it's the first time I've actually tested one of his mods. And we have got his policies mod, or his red tape mod. As you can see, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. Various different policies that you can activate for feeding and animal bedding and all sorts of things, and manure management for spreading manure. Again, slurry management for spreading slurry. Water contamination, that comes with slurry management if you're spreading too near to water courses. Forestry, if you get into forestry, you've even got animal spacing, and then you've got your restricted slurry application going back to this bit, which is to do with times of year for restricted slurry application. If you didn't know already, certain times over winter, farmers in real life aren't allowed to spread slurry on fields due to them already being too wet and the risk of the slurry then leaking into water courses to contaminate water. You've got animal conditions. Let's click across here. So you've also got some schemes for reducing your bale wrapping, some tractor demo schemes, and some natural fertilizer, which again goes back to manure, etc. You've got taxes, various income taxes and year totals and things like that. Again, this is all quite new. I've only just loaded this in, so I'm hopefully going to be working through this as we're going. Scroft has put out an amazing video on one of his new series up on Kinlake, which has got this implemented in it. And again, he's been heavily testing this, as has Mr. Dex. The Discord, Oz's Discord server has been very active with those two, giving Oz feedback for fixes and potential issues and stuff. So you've got event logs. This loads up every time you load into the game. Tells you what you've got going on. So this is going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to getting into this. A little bit of realism, but a very detailed bit of realism, which can add so much to the game. So all good. Right then, let's get out of here. Let's go and show you some new toys. What a glorious morning it is over on Garth Farm. There we go. So most of it's as it was when we left, apart from it's all in a new position. Our manure spreader got its first use while I was away, which is good. Right. I think the other stuff must be over on the other farm. Certainly looks like it's not parked up here. Unless it's round the corner. Another harvester zone over on the other farm, so it's the first thing we're going to need to do. Here we go. What have we got here? I know this this waits to go back. We just borrowed this for now when we were waiting on the order for a new weight to come in, so I might even see if the dealer's got the new weight ready, pick that up. And then we'll take this over to jump in the harvester and get that sorted, ready to go and harvest those green beans, I think. So this is it. Our new fast track to 150, another one of Mark Thor's mods. Just had a bit of Welsh customization. If you've been watching our Rolling Moss Pastures series over on Saxingham, you'll notice I've done some customization to an 8330 over there, so I've just given this similar treatment. So there we go. Right then, let's go and see if that new weight's ready. Get that picked up and go get the harvester sorted. I think I will catch up with you guys when we're actually out on the field, ready to go with this green bean harvest. See you in a minute. So here we are in the field, Nathan's. As you can see over in the corner there, the harvester is on its way. We are harvesting green beans, which is, you might think is a bit of an odd one, but as you can see, that's a conventional harvester with a conventional header. Thanks to the green bean and pea harvesting mod, I'll do something slightly different. I'm going to be selling these green beans straight off anyway and cultivating this field and probably planting another cereal crop in here, I would have thought. Maybe a root crop. I'll go with sugar beets or spuds in here anyway, so I thought we'd just get it up as quick as we could. Don't need any straw or anything off it, not that you can get any anyway, but we're going to wait for this to come round to its first headland. Take these straight off to the sell point, get as much money as we can. Any spare cash again goes straight back into another piece of land. So I think what we'll do here is we'll stick this into another montage. Why not? So we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. go. That is the green bean harvest pretty much finished. Just need to pick up these last little bits. What we've missed. A rose of shame. And then we can take the rest of this off to the sale point. So we had just a touch over 41,000 in the bank before we started this harvest. Now, first trailer load returned us approximately 25,000. So it seems green beans are very lucrative. So we'll get this lot done, drop it in that trailer over there, jump in that fast track, and we're literally just going to nip around the corner to the nearest sell point. And then that'll be pretty much it for this episode, I think. I wanted to keep this episode a little bit shorter than we have been. Just as more of a catch-up episode than anything else, if I'm honest. Let's get this in the trailer. So much more difficult to see where the spout is in comparison to the trailer. Let's get this lined up here. There we go. And we're done. Let's jump out of this then. Let's get in our fast track, go dump this. And go and sit this in a sell point.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So where are we going to go, mate? We are going to go to this one down here, which is Old Barns. We're going to take it there. Yeah?
Okay.
So as you can tell, the Apprentice is back with me. After me doing the recording last night while he was in bed. And get this episode finished. And then we've got our live stream tomorrow night with me.
Yay.
Over on the Highlands fishing. This episode will more likely come out on Wednesday, I think. So our... Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Carr. Our live stream will have been yesterday, well, if you're watching this, I think, on the Wednesday. And then that's going to be on our community multiplayer even. So if you haven't already seen that, like I said earlier, check out the link in the description below for the Discord server. All the details of the multiplayer server are on there. Feel free, if you've got the Highlands DLC, to come and join us. It's work's getting going on there now. There's 2 custom built farms on there for people to get involved in. Let's see where we end up now, shall we? There we go, that's that empty. 73,212. So we have £32,000 extra in the bank from that green bean harvest, which is good, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
So what do you think we should do with that? Because we've probably still got enough money to keep us going for fur and everything else on that field and the other fields. So should we have a look at the PDA and see if we can buy a field?
Yeah.
Yeah? It'll have to be a small one. So let's have a look. We were looking at this one, weren't we, the other day? That's 26,000. It's 25.
My field.
We've already bought your field, haven't we? That's ready to harvest again now. We've got alfalfa in there, so it's 23. We could get that one coming. That'd still leave us 50,000 in the bank.
What about Darwin's?
Which one?
Darwin's. No, which one?
Where's that one, mate? This one?
No, you already got that one. The other one. No.
Where are you looking, mate? Point at the screen for me. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
It's 48,000, so that would leave us, I think it's a little bit short. It's going to leave us 25,000, although we could potentially sell some of the silage that we've got in storage. Let's have a look at what we've got.
It might be over 25,000.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's
Actually,
so.
got 357,000 litres of silage. So we could sell some of that silage, couldn't we, as well?
Mm.
Maybe
Yeah.
if we sold £30,000 worth of the silage,
Yeah.
that'd give us enough room and enough money, wouldn't it? Keep us
Yeah.
going to the winter then. So let's have a look. So this one,
Yeah.
Dawn's, is it? That one?
Yeah.
Buy that one?
Yeah. touch
There we
pen.
go. So, what that's got in it, crop wise. What have we got in there, mate? So it has got spinach in it at the moment. I don't know whether we'll harvest because from what I saw when I drove past it last, it's full of weeds. So it might just be a case of turning it over, sticking another cereal crop in it. But we'll have a look at that in the next episode, won't we?
Yeah, probably just plough it.
Yeah, plough it in, won't we? And then just stick a cereal crop in it, or maybe plant another field of alfalfa because we've only got one, haven't we? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Right then, let's get this back up to the farm. We'll call it a day. So as we're driving up, and drop this trailer off, it needs a wash as well, so it's time to say goodbye, I think, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you very much to everybody for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's great to be back on Rob Martin and Garth Farm on our Farm the Map episode series even. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us, and we shall see you for the next one, which will be next episode of Rolling Moss Pastures over on Saxon. Again, thanks very much for joining us. So it's bye-bye from the Apprentice.
Bye-bye.
And it's bye-bye from me, Will of a Traw.